Today I'm here to talk to you about a new old technology. It's been around for about 5 millennia now, but until more recent research and science, we have only been using this material in one aspect of our global economy. Now I'm going to make a few bold statements here. I think that this material has the ability to profoundly impact a lot of aspects of the world. One, I think it has the ability to change our understanding of material science. It has the ability to change technology in global health and medicine, other high technology, as well as indirectly change reforestation and help that process as well. So what makes this material stand out from any other option we have today? One, it's biodegradable and sustainable. You can actually watch this material dissolve in water on the clock. It's very protective and durable in its solid state. It's edible, and it has many applications in technology as well. It can be used in microelectronics or even photonics. So you might be surprised when I say that I'm wearing an article of clothing right now that contains this material. So I wanted to open the room up, see if anybody could guess what it might be. Jane?
Silk.
It is silk. So silk, how do we understand silk? We know silk as a textile. Historically, most of us probably know about the Silk Road, which was a major trade route from China to Europe, trading the textile silk. It was very lucrative at the time. And the way we get silk is silkworms, they make cocoons, and essentially it's a thread balled up, and what we do is, as people somehow justify this, is we unwind these cocoons and we weave glamorous things like shirts and socks, you name it, silk ties. What science and research has been able to do with silk now is we're able to reverse engineer it to make it into its original liquid, its water and protein state that you find inside of the silkworm. So this is how we change the application of silk from being just a textile to many other areas of manufacturing and the global economy. So I'm going to go ahead. I'll actually have my prop back there. Could you get that, Rachel? So the way they've reverse engineered into this liquid, I'll just give it a knife. So what this liquid does and the way you use it is you pour it, and because it's made of, the solution is a water and protein mixture. If you can pour it on anything and will self-assemble, the proteins will self-assemble on any surface. And one really cool characteristic of the silk is that it picks up very subtle topographies of surfaces. So if I were to pour it on this DVD that has information on it, and I pull it off of it as a film, it'll actually store the data that's on this CD on the film of silk. Now we don't have anything that would be able to read, a silk disc, but the point is that you have the ability to manipulate information that's stored inside the silk. So that's one really cool characteristics of silk, but it extends in other areas too. You can use the solid protein form of silk to manufacture cups. Think about cups, disposable things, plasticware. In its solid state, it's temperature resistant, and you could drink a cup of coffee out of a silk cup, and it degrades in the environment in a fraction of the time for most of the options we have today, for disposables. So it has an application of that. Even further, we can go into medicine. One really cool thing about this liquid is you can add medicine, maybe medicine that would have to be refrigerated. You can add it into the silk, have it poured into the stabilized film, and you won't need to store it in a refrigerator. So if you think about maybe you need to get medicine in Africa, you need to get across the desert with this medicine, well, you wouldn't have to have any sort of refrigerated unit. You just take the medicine stored in the silk, and it would be completely fine by the time it got to where it needed to be. So, as you can see, it can apply to many different areas. From an investment perspective, I hope you see that I've showed you the versatility of application, really emphasizing versatility and how this technology can be integrated in so many aspects of the world, and that as investors, you'll see that the return on investment on this technology will be amazing. So, thank you, and I want to open the room for questions.